Hi, Terry VanNoy. Welcome to Math Class with Terry V. Hope this video helps you out, and if you enjoy it, please share it, comment, or like it. And you can also go to my website, MathPowerLine.com. It's a math resource blog, lesson videos for students, and other resources for parents and teachers. Give me a call or go to my website or email. All right, let's go to today's lesson. All right, the formula for all three of these is I equals PRT. And as I mentioned in the first video, P is the principal. That's the chunk of money that you're dealing with. Either you're saving it or you're investing it or borrowing it. R is the interest rate, and it's the annual interest rate. And T is time in terms of years. Okay, it always has to do with years. So, first example, investing $1,200 for 9 months at 1.2% interest rate. All right, so we're going to go ahead and calculate interest, and the principal, which is P, is of course $1,200. All right, now it says 9 months. Okay, think about that. We're not going to put a 9 here, all right, because I know I'm a little out of order, but T is time in years, so it's really 9 out of 12 months. Okay, so what I want you to do is make sure you always change that to what part of a year is that. 9 out of 12 is 3/4 of a year, so it's 0.75 of a year. Okay, so you want to make sure you convert that. Then the interest rate is 1.2%, and as I mentioned again in the previous video, wherever the decimal point is in your percent, move it 2 places to the left, okay, before you multiply. So that would be 0.012. You want to make sure you put that 0 in there. Okay, now it's just a simple calculation in your calculator. 1,200 times 0.75 times 0.012. So what you do is you get 10.8. Okay, and remember this is in money, so we're going to add a 0 here, and that is your interest in addition that you get back. Okay, so the total amount would be $1,210.80. Okay, we want to add that to the $1,200 initial amount. All right, let's look at the second example. Borrowing $7,500 for 4.5 years at 3.7%. Okay, let's plug that in. Principal $7,500. And this time I'll go in order. R is next. That's the interest rate. Okay, don't forget to move the decimal 2 places left, so it'd be 0.037. And finally, 4.5 years. Okay, change that to a decimal in the purposes of what we're doing here. So principal, rate, and time. Now by the time you multiply that together, you're going to get 1248.75. Now if you didn't, just kind of practice doing that on your calculator. Make sure you use your tool correctly. That's just the interest in addition to the $7,500 that you have to pay. So when you add $7,500 to the interest, you're going to actually have to pay back at the end of 4.5 years $8,748.75. Okay, now if that sounds like a lot, remember you've had the use of that money for 4.5 years, so the bank has to be able to charge a fee for that. Okay, and final example, hopefully you've already tried this on a piece of paper. Principal is $2,350. Okay, R is the interest rate, and that will be, move the decimal over, 0.021. And 18 months, think about that. That's 12 months plus 6 months, okay? 1.5 years. Always convert that in terms of years. By the way, when you're doing these problems, it's okay to put parentheses around them, and that also shows multiplication. Sometimes it kind of helps you separate out the multiplication dot and the decimal dot. All right, so when you multiply that out, you're going to get 74.025. Okay, now think about it. This is money, so it's $74.02. Let's round it up to 3, 74.03. Okay, so we'll make the approximate equal sign there. $74.03. Doesn't sound like a lot, but if you are saving, the interest rate is actually realistically a lot lower than this. But you're going to get that much back. So when you add that to the $23.50, you're going to actually have in the bank $24.03. All right, hope you did okay, and I hope that makes sense. Simple interest formula. Give that a try. All right, there you have it. I invite you to go to my website now, MathPowerLine.com, or email me or give me a call. The way I work best with students is live online in my classroom. So if I can help you in any way, answer some specific questions, the first lesson with me is free as I show you how everything works. All right, study hard,